Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, and welcome back to our friends of the capital. Let's get into the story. We are talking Paul Mashatile and the ANC. Basically, even the presidency blue ticking his assassination attempt on his life. Nothing from them. And even Paul himself is not taking this matter as seriously as he should. And the EFF and the SACP have come out slamming authorities for not taking this matter of national security with the urgency that it requires. Let's take a look at the sentiments around this. Many are definitely alleging that this is all part of the succession to that presidency role where we saw Mbalula launching a campaign. Well, there is a Mbalula camp that is launching a campaign, and of course, as the deputy president, it is a natural to be the next president of the ANC, possibly the country. Let's take a look at this. Are the cracks getting wider in the ANC? Well, there are definitely sentiments to consider. Please, let's take a look at this and give this video a thumbs up in support of this channel. And let's continue and look at this video.
Hey, how big? Imoto ezingakanani? 2 bikes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yini mama?
10,
Yini?
11. Umuntu oyi-1 ukade imoto ezi-11 amabhayiki ayi-5. Hayi nisitshwana kabi lensi. Isiwe isitengaka. Hayi.
The passing away of JC Dawarte brought back the political career of Paul Mashatile. If it had not been for that unfortunate event of the passing away of the DSG, he wouldn't have been an individual placed in a position of power to negotiate what he wants. He then controlled the ANC's preparation towards the conference. There was no SG, there was no DSG.
So he had to step into her shoes.
So he had to step into her shoes
Sure.
and organize the conference, organize the branches. Was able to negotiate and carve a way for himself to emerge as the deputy president of the ANC to what is now perceived a betrayal to David Dabete Mabuza, who was the deputy president at the time. But in the political machinations, Paul Mashatile became important because he controlled the credentials of the conference.
Very interesting. Yeah.
It then places Mbalula in that position, where he has now moved the issue of the credentials from the DSG's office into the SG's office and into the hands of the national organizer, who is his ally, Mduduzi Manana. So Mbalula has an opportune moment to seize it and become the president of the ANC.
Wow.
But he's making a lot of mistakes going towards that conference, or this conference, and in particular the NGC. He's seen as someone who's already campaigning. He becomes an important power broker and negotiator for whatever he wants.
One thing about our reporters, they know more about South African politicians because they report on these matters, and they are also, as we have seen in the previous reports, allegedly involved in the leaking of inside information, just like Mbalula once said that ANC iyavuza. So definitely they have contacts within. But the silence around Mashatile's incidents is too loud at this moment. We see the ANC continuing, even wishing happy birthday on their platforms, even worried about the Pope and his passing. We'll talk about that in another video. Check that out. Now we see the EFF saying, this is not right. And they issue a statement that how do you guys keep quiet when your whole deputy president of a country, right, not just of the ANC, of a country, was then attacked in this matter, right? We've seen the ANC being quiet about the high crime rate in South Africa, you know, but at least the Minister of Police say something, right? Something, but it was though a stone, just like Mashatile explained it, that he thought it was a stone that hit his windscreen, right? It's as though it's something like that, but it's actually worse than this. It is a political rivalry that is building up and is looking very messy. What are your thoughts on how this is now shaping? Here are some of the comments that came out of this matter. We'll see that the MKP party stand says the dawn of Alexandra Mafia Paul Mashatile's car was allegedly set after an ANC NEC meeting. It seems like some people are ready to unalive to preserve the political miscarriage called the GNU. So now you'd see this person is an MKP member. So why is he pro Paul Mashatile? Is there association with Paul Mashatile and the MKP? We don't know. We also see, surprisingly, Sihle Lonzi of the EFF, who is also condemning the silence by the ANC. So this is what Sihle Lonzi says. Even if Cyril Ramaphosa hates Paul Mashatile, it is totally unacceptable for a state president to remain this silent when there was an assassination attempt on the deputy president. Hate the individual but respect the office. This is an attack on the state and it's terrorism. Sure, that is what Sihle Lonzi said. So it's also surprising that the EFF is also supporting Paul Mashatile in this way. Some are saying it's because Paul Mashatile is now cool with the EFF. What are your thoughts on the EFF supporting Paul Mashatile in this way? We have seen another camp that is coming through endorsing Mbalula. Is this indeed a faction that is forming within the ANC, one that is pro Paul Mashatile and one that is pro Mbalula for presidency? Now there is another view that came up that says this assassination attempt that Paul is saying is not make sure, right? And then you get Paul Mashatile being nonchalant about an attempt on his life like this. And then some are also looking at the caliber or the alleged bullet that was used, which they are saying they already knew that that bullet was not going to penetrate that windscreen. So it was giving Trump, you know what Trump did with his assassination attempt, where they are saying there was a tomato sauce involved, that this was probably staged. Are you pro that view? Let me know, guys. But whatever it is getting dangerous in the ANC as they are building up for new leadership. Will Mashatile survive the next 4 years?
I think the first one you are asking about the attempted assassination. Usually when there are these reports and all that, many of them are fake actually. And we've seen a lot of fake things, so we have referred to these matters for the Secretariat to deal with organizationally. And indeed, in due course, we will respond to that. I think it's only fair to do that.
What are your thoughts on this one? Please give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for joining us in this video. And I hope to see you on the next one. I'll see you there. Bye.